Welcome to this mobile graphics design course, and today we're going to design this magazine using our mobile phone. This is the inner page. This is the another inner page. This is the third page. This is the fourth page. This is the last inner page we're going to design today. So we shall be using Canva. You can get it on your mobile app store or your Google Play Store. So let's just jump into Canva. Once Canva is opened up, we're going to have to pick a template, and the template determines what designs shall be given to you to start from. So these are a few templates in Canva. Let's just dive into our search box and type magazine. Now let's pick one of these templates. I think I find this one attractive. So let's go into this bookish magazine. We're going to rebrand every single item in this place. We're going to transform them into our desired design. So let's start with this, the title. We go into the title and type taken. Let's just change the name, change every single thing we can change. Yeah, let's type what do we put here? Now first off, as I type this, I want to also let you know that in Canva you can change every single item. Canva is a Canva is composed of scalar vectors in every aspect of your design. So you can change the color of the vector, you can change the font weight of the vector, you can change every single thing. Studios, yeah, let's go to the font size and change it to 110, 109. Now look here, this is the font size text box where you can type in the font size. This are handles you can use to reduce the size or bring it together or make it narrower or make it bigger. Let's go in here and change this to young geniuses. Okay, let's just, I think we're going to change this to children that make the world worth living for many. Okay, let's just get that off. Young minds. I think this is going to be better off in this. Yeah, so let's just go in to nudge this up a little bit. We nudge this up a little bit, then we just get this out. I think we're going to just get this out of the way. Yeah, a little bit, and we're going to type in from book mobile graphics. Yep, design. Okay, let's get this off. Then we're going to let's just say a description. Yep, type in whatever description you want here. From book mobile graphics design teaches you how to do this using your mobile phone only. Okay, so we are going to raise this up and nudge this. Let's nudge it down slightly. Then we go in, and this is a handle, and you can actually nudge it to anywhere with the handle, or you can also rotate it with the rotation handle. So you can also increase the size from the um, handle as well. So we just do place it, let it just be perfect according to your view. Now the red lines that appear guide you and help you make the best of decisions. So we're just changing this to from book mobile graphics design. Let's um let's just see, let's nudge this up with the nudge tool. Let's click on this and adjust it rightly. Yeah, from book mobile graphics design teaches you how to design this magazine using your mobile phone. Let's make this look better off. We Yeah, I think it's okay like that. Then we increase the margin box of this, make it 2 lines. Then we choose a suitable, okay, let's make it bold, and is it okay like this? What do you think? From book mobile graphics design, learn to design this magazine using your mobile phone only. I think this is just straight to the point, better off. So let's increase the size to 16. We also bolden it. You can take a hold of any of these handles and increase the length of the box. Then let's choose a font. We just clicked on the font and we're trying out these various fonts to see which one suits better on our design. So we choose from a theme of fonts. Let's go for paragraph, and okay, you now choose any of your desired fonts from the theme of paragraph that you have chosen. There are various themes in here that you can choose from. You can place any of them, you can click on any of them and then choose your desired font in the list. So let's go to this aspect and zoom in a little bit. Then graphics design using a mobile phone. Yeah, let's see what we can do to this lower box. Okay, I feel what should we do to these? Okay, let's remove that. Then let's remove this. 2 boxes left. I guess this is just fine and nice like this. What do you think? Let's type in graphics design using mobile. Learn graphics. I think the learn has to be there. Learn graphics design using your mobile phone. Okay. What's better to put here? Let's. What do we actually do to this? What do we actually insert in here? Graphics design using your mobile phone. Learn to create. Learn to design this using your mobile phone. I guess this is fine. What do you think? I think this is okay. So let's just nudge this up a little bit. You can nudge up, you can nudge down, you can nudge sideways. Let's place this here. Yeah, I guess this is in place right now. So then we change the font. Click on fonts, come into here, try Faro, try Luciol, Razio. Let's see, any of these fonts, you can try them out on your own and see how they look. You can also change the orientation or the size of the text with the handles. Yeah, you can use the handle increase, decrease, or change the orientation of the text box. So we go into this aspect, click it to highlight. You can paste in or you can delete and type in exclusive mobile design course. Then let's nudge this up a little. Click on this, delete, click on this and nudge it back in place. The red line indicates it's okay or perfect where it is, indicates if it's well centered. So let's go to let's choose the format and then change the format according to what you feel is okay. Then let's change this. We can actually highlight any or click on any and then change the undo or redo handles. Let's just go in here and type exclusive graphics mobile design course. I think this looks good. Okay, let's hold on. Okay, you can actually click into this background and change the photo of the background. So you can change by clicking on this replace button here, and you can, once you click on the replace, it brings you into a collection of photos. You could try anything at all, any photos that match your taste. You could even browse magazines. We want to make a magazine, so is it wise that a magazine should be in front of a magazine? Well, let's just put in girl reading. A girl reading. I think this makes sense. Oh, okay, let's change that to this. Let's tap in and change the position. No, let's go back in and see if we can let's see if we can find something more interesting that makes it look like more like a classy magazine. I think this makes sense. So we're going to adjust every single thing, starting from the color of the text. I think something darker should be nicer. So we're going to actually click on color. We've highlighted the text. We click on color, and we can also click the plus sign to change the color within the selection area. And we click on this and click on this color. Note these two colors, the previous and the current. So we go in here, we just tap on the text and click on effects. We can apply a lift effect to make it seem lifted from the body of the text. So from the body of the magazine, yeah, when you do that, it seems lifted to an extent. Might not all be so clear right now. Let's go back and choose the neon effect on this, and we could change the color to black. Let's change this color to black, and we could also apply the neon effects to this, or any other lift effect, or any other effect at all. So let's go into effects. Let's click on, oh sorry for that, let's click on, okay, let's click on effects, having selected the background, and let's go in and this background, I mean the four corners here, all aspects of this background, we're going to have to adjust the colors as a whole, the color of this background, which can also be carried onto any other designs. So we click on auto enhance, and auto enhance does its job, which is looking good. We can increase the intensity or decrease the intensity of this change we have just effected. Then let's go back to let's go to adjust, no, filter, and which of these filters would do good? Festive, summer, just try out anything that suits you best, that makes your work look beautiful. Design is a thing of the soul. Let's go into adjust and begin to adjust every aspect of this design, and it affects everything within the four corners of this our page. Let's go and make it contrasted, more contrasted. I think that's okay. Let's go to which of these highlights. Decrease that, increase that, or decrease that. We go to fade. How much do you want your work to be faded? And let's go back. Okay, I want you to note this. I want you to take note of these bars. You can actually slide to and fro across the bars, and watch out for the effects that gets to happen on your design as you do. So graphics design is something you can actually perfect on. So let's click on this, and yeah, we can click on a color. So let's click this button to add up some more images or designs, or so you could go to elements, we could go to gallery, we could go to any aspect. Okay, let's just look at this design. Wow, we had trouble loading that. Once this happens, just ignore Canva, redo whatever you're doing, just click on a different button and everything is still going to come back. Okay, let's just click out, come back to the page. So you click here to get the full view of all the pages or all the thumbnails that make up the magazine. Then from here you can see this. Yeah, you can click on it to close it back again. And let's do something here. Okay, you can actually delete any ones, you can duplicate any ones, you can add pages up, you can select certain pages, you can add, you can select, you can add notes to your pages. So let's just go to, we just clicked the three dotted icons up, then we come to thumbnail. When this comes up, you can go to grid view, scroll view, or thumbnail, just to change the view of your screen or the icons. Let's click on thumbnail view. We're seeing all the icons showing beneath our major pages. This will help us be able to view things as we change them and transform them. So we click on the replace page to replace image, I mean to say, to replace this image into this. Once this comes in, it comes in with the whole formatting, the changes you've made previously on the previous page. We change this color to white, Or okay, let's change the effect rather. Let's just make the effect neon and see how it turns out. We increase the intensity and it seems to turn out nice. So let's click on the background and adjust that accordingly. Then when you're satisfied, you can let it be according to the way it satisfies you. So let's go from here to the next page. We click on that background, change the color, click on color, change the color. We increase that, broaden it using these handles. You broaden, shift it, broaden it till you're sure it can cover the page, because that's the design we want to make. So you can keep it at this point. Yeah, and let's go to the image. Let's click on, yeah, let's type and search for this image, child with computer. We want to see a child with a computer. Sorry, the search child with a computer didn't go through. Give it another try. Okay, let's go for child computer. So you're going to see, yeah, this is good. Let's pick this up and adjust it. We tap twice into the background and then adjust it accordingly. So I think this is okay the way it is now. We change this to studios. Then let's see what else we can change. We can actually click on this box and change a lot of things about it, but let's nudge all the 3 boxes. We select, nudge, and once the red line indicates it's okay, then you leave it. They have to be aligned. The red dotted line guides you while you adjust these things. Okay, so we can click on this, expand it, and change the color. We can change a couple other things about this, make it beautiful, make it more suited to the page. So let's change the text in here. The one in bold, we're just gonna delete that to an extent and then fill up the rest. And it's wonderful in Canva. Some of the formatting is preserved while you change certain texts. So you could totally replace them with of your own and yet retain that formatting. Canva is very fluid with these things and it's awesome. So let's put in start number 10. Okay, let's come to what else can we do here. 8 young emerging writers. We're going to have to maybe change this up a little bit. Let's come in here and put in a text of our own. Any preferred text you want to put in here, you can actually go ahead and add them in. Okay, what do we make this? Go to 12 writers who will capture our mental capabilities through their works. Okay, let's adjust that. Get to know 8, 12 on the 12, yeah, developers who will capture, yeah, I guess that's better. Then we make it bold by clicking on the bold, or you can just remove that. What else can we do here? Let's increase this. We just clicked on it and dragged the edge. Let's go down to nudge. Okay, you can nudge that as well. You could just drag it along as well. What else can we do? Let's see if we can change the effect of this. We click on auto enhance to enhance it, enhance the background, the beauty. We can also increase the intensity or decrease the intensity as it suits you. We come out of that, we go to the text box. Okay, auto enhance has been fully applied. Then we click on this page. We can change the background colors to our theme color, our selected color, and every single area of the page, just click on it, change the color, click on it, click on color on the menu bar and change it. Then let's go to this page. We change the color, the background color, to something suitable. You click undo if you want to undo, and redo if you want to redo. So we've changed it previously, and now we click on undo because we changed it back. Now we need to redo. You can adjust this, make it a little bit different from the page, or you could leave it like that. I guess like this is good. So we could add well, let's see, what can we do to this? We could, okay, no, let's go back to the color we had previously. Let's just go back there, and yeah, so we can click on each of these column boxes and we could change up, click here, change up the text colors, and we could also let's see, we can click on the effects, make it neon, increase the intensity, or we could change the color to see if it fits in well. Then let's go to none. Let's just make it none so that it suits perfectly with this. Let's type in here lorem ipsum, and let's type in, I think let's Megaline Dora, just an imaginary name. I think I'm going to make this I'm going to make this my name. My nickname. So let's come here and make it a friend's name. Okay, let's go in here on the second heading. Okay, what do we do to it? Let's go to the next page. Let's delete the previous, and you can actually delete pages. You can replace images in them. You can replace a lot of things. So we click on replace. Let's search for robots. I think it's good to just put in a robot something there, since we're talking about tech. And we're going to also change the heading and change up everything to match different areas of young people who are coming up with innovative things and wonderful creations. So let's go into the child robots and see, yeah, this image suits perfectly, I guess. So we click on we have to adjust this image brightness. You adjust the brightness, you adjust the contrast, you adjust the let's go to highlights, just make it good. Shadows, I love shadows, it does this thing to this image. Then vibrance, apart from vibrance and highlights, shadows is one of my best. So you could twist this to suit your fancy. So we go to fade. How do you want to fade it? Well, do anything you like, suit yourself. Play with the clarity, play with the vibrance, play with the warmth, play with the every single bar or knob you could use here to make your pictures come out perfectly. So we undid that, and it gave us this. We can undo that again and to give us this. We can also redo that into the image we wanted. But then it's also going to seem to like, it seems if you're going to replace an image, it's going to come in with the formatting you had done previously. So what do we do to this? Let's replace that once again. We just clicked on replace and wait for images to load up. We could also watch this icon, three dotted icons. You click that, it gives you your options. It gives you options of what to do to your page. You can click to view all pages at the same time and know what you're going to change in it. So we could make it a thumbnail view again, or we could make it a scroll view again, or we could, anything that suits your fancy. So we have these number of pages. We click on this, click on the thumbnail view once again. It brings up the thumbnail view. We click on this and replace it back. I think I prefer this. Talking about tech, the conceptual thing in my mind. Let's auto enhance once again. And I'm actually redoing this because I want the best of quality for my image, right? So it's applied. Is it good enough? Auto enhance. Let's go to adjust, and let's adjust it instead. The contrast, the brightness, the warmth, the highlights, the shadows, anyone that suits your fancy. So we increase or decrease the highlights as it suits you. Let's go to okay, I think this is good. Let's go to the text box and change up some things. Okay, to imagine robotic, let's make it robotic to what you know. It ought to be to imagine robotic engineers to watch out for. Canva actually does this, like you can click on something and be typing and it can just switch over to another part. Sometimes it does it, but you can actually click back and type up. So we stretch this, raise it up, make sure it's centered, well placed. Then we can go into the text line spacing, go into the font size, go into whatever aspects we want to actually transform, we want to make beautiful. Into the font size, we change the font size. You can also narrow this down using the knobs and the handles. We increase that to 31, bring that down to 30, nudge that to the right, and make sure it's well centered. And you can use these knobs to increase the text size, and it's well aligned, I guess. Yeah, and the lines, the dotted lines, actually indicate that for us. So let's go in here and change this text up a little bit to get to know whatever you desire, whatever makes sense to you. You can actually change it to it. We can delete all of this and put in something better. Get to know 2 under 8 kids already employed by reputable reputable, should we use companies or robotic companies? Yeah, So let's go to this by, what should we put in here? Okay, let's put in should we put in my name? Should we put in, whose name should we put in here? Okay, let me put in my best friend's name, Achille Imaji. Yeah, so let's go in here into this text box, drag and increase. We nudge and nudge it well. Let's zoom in to see that well. Okay, so you can change up some of this text. 6-year-old Alena, let's just any fictitious name. And okay, let's make it Alina Zeta. Recently published her first. Okay, let's remove all of this and make it something techy. Recently okay, what do we do here? Recently launched her first prototype of her version of functional robotic arm with a magnetic grasp and functional sensors, touch sensors and feel sensors. I think I once came across that in Mastery, the book by Robert Greene, Mastery. So I decided to use it here. So we can nudge this, we can shift it with the handles, we can bring them in a little bit. Then let's go to nudge it in place according to whatever fits you. Click on that, nudge it up, nudge this one up. Then let's go to okay, let's go to this front page. Okay, second page, we correct this, change it from bookish to our current theme. So we're going to change up every single aspect of this page, all the pages of our magazine, to what really suits better, what's in congruence with our theme. Let's zoom in to this and change it from bookish to studious. Yeah, so let's change this up a little bit too. So actually you can edit every single aspect of what you want to design. That's why this is better off than most other apps, because you don't really get to be able to change in every single thing. So these is made up of vectors. They are all made up of vectors. You can change the colors, you can change the outlook, you can change the density, you can change the text, you can change the font type, you can change the size. Every single thing can be transformed, increased, reduced. Let's click on the font size. We'll make that bigger. We increase or reduce that. Okay, let's make it 10. We come over here to font size, make it 10, and make this font size 10 as well. So we're gonna have to adjust some of these things. Let's make this line spacing 1. Oh, that's too small. 1.1.5, 1.15 I meant to say. We can make this spacing, yeah, you've seen the spacing, it's on our options bar as well. We make them all uniform to be able to have a uniform design. And let's go here, replace. Let's look for bird flying. Let's see boy virtual reality. What image do we actually put here? That's going to be in congruence with our pages. Well, you could download your images, put it there, fitted, whatever you choose. Just search through the search bar. If you don't really get to see what you need, you can go to Google and search out nice images and get to use them. Let's see this. Wow, this is good. We tap in and adjust that. Or what else could be better actually? Let's see. But I like that, but let's just see if there's something better off than that. Let's tap into this. Wow, okay, I think this is good. Since we're talking about children, since we're talking about great minds that are young achievers, so let's just go into this and make it the best of it. We can adjust the clarity, we can adjust every single aspect of this image to make it the best of all. So let's go to the brightness. We can increase, reduce that. Go to the contrast, increase or reduce that. Go to the saturation, increase or reduce that. Every single aspect of this, since they're all vectors. Highlights, I think it's okay like that. Shadows, ought not to be too dark, but I think this is okay. Yeah, so we can actually tap in, adjust the images anytime you want. Let's click on this, and we want to make it either bigger, smaller, or in a straight line. Like, you can type in something else, and let's put this quote in. One set on the path of success, one strives. Okay, let's say one set on the path of success. All things point out your seeming inadequacies and lands which still remain to be conquered. Okay, so that's just a made-up quote I just made right now. So no one quoted it but Victor. So let's go in and make this more joined, reduce the spacing. Let's go to nudge it up a little bit, nudge it in place. We can also go into this and let's just drag them in and hold. Let's just click, hold, tap. You click onto it, hold and tap on every single aspect you want to highlight or group together. And as you tap, you're going to see down at the menu bar, you're going to see this ungroup changes to group, or group changes to ungroup, like to indicate what you're doing. So you can now move them, nudge them up and down with your nudge tool, or with just your hand. You can nudge them up and down and make them where you want it be, place them where you want them to be. So you can nudge it as a group, you can move it as a group, you can work on them as a group. So we actually raise it up so we can nudge these ones or move these ones out, as well as change their colors. So we click on the colors, change them. So we go into nudge, bring it up, take it left, take it right, and we bring this down again. Does it suit? Does it fit? Well, I think, does it fit? So does it fit? Okay, let's just go to this. Okay, let's go in here and see what we can do. Let's click on that. Let's go to studios, make that studios. Every single thing has to be in congruence with our theme or the theme of our magazine. Okay, so let's actually what do we do next to this? Let's go and adjust this. It seems too colored, so let's reduce the shadows a little bit. Let's reduce the contrast a little bit. Yeah, this is more realistic, I guess, more like a human, more like a good photo. Yeah, so what else can we do? Let's replace that image. I guess that image could be replaced by a better image altogether, so let's just find out something better than that. And I guess this will be cool. Wow, then we can tap in and actually change up, or we'll replace that with something better still. So I guess this might suit. Oh no, let's undo and go back. I guess this is fine. We could tap in and adjust this, move it a little bit to the right or to the left, whatever suits you, and or we could replace that still, search for something else. Lady studying. I think this is good, so let's tap in. Okay, I think this is okay like this. And what do you think of the placement, at least so she doesn't get blocked by the text? A lady studying should be better off for our front page. So she's studious, I guess. Yeah, let's go into the next page and change this up to 18 teenagers with okay discovery history, and change this up to select it first of all, or just delete some aspects of it and then type in what you want. Youngest, what should it be? Youngest discovery. I guess it's going to be better off as youngest discoverers of the century, or youngest discoverers in maths or in science. I guess you could just fit in any text that is congruent with what you want to create, and every single box, every single column can be changed up to what you desire. Let's make that color white, and every single thing, because it's a vector all the way. So let's go to this aspect, and we could actually click on your enter, change up things, delete things. So we're actually going to make this boldened. We're going to extend it, so it's going to be beautiful like that. Let's zoom in a little bit and nudge this, then go to what else remains, the next page. Okay, yeah, let's go to the fourth page and let's duplicate that. Click on duplicate, and let's also let's replace with another image of our desire. So let's search for okay, these are actually here. All the images you've used in the past are all here, so you could duplicate more pages, change up their images, change up their location, change up their orders or order count. So every single thing is fluid. We click on duplicate that once again, and let's go in to replace. So you could click on it, hold it, drag it along the timeline or along the page line, and then change things up. Let's go into this image. We search for chemical engineer, young chemical engineer. Wow, I guess these are nice images. One thing about this app is it has a lot of nice images you could use, and yeah, I think this is better off. So we zoom in, we tap in twice and adjust it, make it well suited for the page. So I guess this is cool all the way. You shift it to any position of your choice. So page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make this come to the front, and I guess numbers would be cool, and make this contents, rather contents, numbers, and to whatever it is. You can actually place any page where you want to place it, and then change up every single detail of them all: the columns, the column width, the size, the color. And you could actually merge texts. You keep this one differently, keep this one, and merge, bring them together close by each other, and then change the individual colors of each of the texts that compose the page. So all the boxes can have different colors as far as I'm concerned, and I feel it's just the best with design. So we could also like edit this block. We go in, change up everything we need to change up to the desired text, and let's see. So this page, um you can actually go into this box, change up the text, change up whatever you need to adjust in it, and save or export your design. So uploading photos, you could upload photos individually or as a whole PDF or as a whole group. So you can duplicate any particular page you want to duplicate. You could replace any aspect of design you want to replace, and this makes it wonderful with Canva. So let's see, you can go to grids, you can create different photo grids, and you can add it to any part of the page you want to. You can add grids, you can add photos, single photos, depending on whichever one you want to create. So just click on the duplicate, just as I've shown you with the arrow, and duplicate. We can nudge this down with the nudge tool, nudge it in place, and it makes it wonderful in Canva. Let's replace that. Okay, let's take this button, just click on the button each time you want to replace, and you can add in images into the frame with that same button. So we clicked on that, we clicked on replace, and then once we click on an image, we have to search out an image. Click on an image, it goes in there and replaces the blank screen, yeah, like so. So we could just make image highlights of the inner page of the magazine. You adjust that properly to make sure it's well aligned with the guiding lines. We click on replace and add in the new image. This is a perfect design, don't you think so? Let's go in and nudge this up a little, nudge this up a little, nudge it up a little. I think it's perfect like this. Then let's also see what to do to this. We can click and hold on the two different designs and group. You see this group? Yeah. Once you click on group, you can move the two of them wonderfully in unison because it's now grouped. So you can nudge that element as one element, no longer two different elements. You can increase the size and it happens in unison. So we go to our studio's title, and looking at the handles, you can increase, reduce. We go into the learn box. You can notch this down a little, reduce the size a little with the frames. Then let's go to the font and change up the font of our subtitle. So the subtitle font, you could click on the search bar, choose a theme, choose a desired font to use, click on any of the fonts you want to use. It changes over to what you the desired font you have chosen. So let's see which font suits better. I guess you can also click into another box, change up any font you want to change up, click into all the boxes, give them their individual fonts while it's still up. Let's go to headings once again and look for a suitable, let's see Calistoga and see if it suits better. Okay, once the option you have clicked on is still up, you can still go into various boxes and choose the desired text and also transform this based on the handles. Let's undo that. Wow, this looks weird. So what do we do to that? We can also replace that. We can ungroup, then delete the background. We can click on the plus sign and go to elements, choose a spherical element or a sphere shaped element. We can click on this lines and shapes. Yeah, you can choose any of these elements from here. Then we take it down a little bit, we adjust it properly, then use the frames to decrease the size, nudge it down, nudge it to be centered. Once it's perfect, you can make sure to change the color. So let's go to color. We click into a desired color, then we go to transparency. So we can change the transparency of this element, and here is position, here is transparency. You could use the both of them perfectly to your desire. We erased the position of this. We can take it backward, we can bring it forward using position, and then we go to transparency and reduce the transparency. 60 is good. Then you click onto this and change the effects of it and the intensity of the effect of it. So let's go up a little. We can notch this down. We can stretch this so that it comes in two lines. Then let's go over to nudge and make sure it's well nudged.
you can change up the background, change up anything you want to change up in Canva. So let's go to this and stretch it a little bit, make it 4 lines, align it properly, and make sure it's okay. Let's just add something to the text, and let's go to nudge and nudge it in place. What else can we do to this design? We group this element once again. We clicked the both of them, we held, we clicked the both of them, and we said group. So we can raise this up. Let's go to this text and make a little change to that. Calistoga as well. So you can try out various texts that suit your fancy, and make sure you have the best suited text for your design, the best suited font, I mean to say, for your design. Different fonts match different design patterns, so making sure you have the best suited, the one that's more beautiful for your design, is the best. We go to the color, we can change the color, and we can go to the effects and change the effects to shadow. Now on this one, you have to adjust the offsets, you adjust the direction, the blur, the transparency. So I zoom in so you can see the effects or the slight changes to the text, and you can change the transparency of the shadow, and the color of the shadow. The offset seems to be one of my best options when dealing with fonts and their styling. So we can, what else can we do to this? Let's note this. You can each time click on this or this, you can close off, or you can go in and add more colors to your offset or to your font or to the shadow of your fonts. So what else can we do to this? Let's go down to the page 5. Let's see, actually it's named 8 here, so studios magazine, let's make that 10. Let's imagine our pages are multiple, and you can give each page whatever. Since this is just a sample, we're not really into it already, so let's go to the nudge and nudge it in place. Let's go to this and raise the size, decrease it into place. Then we can go to nudge and make sure it's well placed. You could replicate this with any of the designs you're making, and you could practice along. So let's go to the nudge tool, nudge it a little bit. You can ungroup, regroup according to your will. So let's nudge this down a little bit more and go back to the format. We can bolden this, we can underline it, we can raise the text font or text. You could make it uppercase, you could make it uppercase and lowercase, you could make it lowercase all through. So let's go back to the shapes. We want to add a shape that is going to serve as a background to these texts to make the text pop. So we can go there, make it in change the color of the background. You could make it black, you could make it white. We're going to have to nudge this into place and um, make sure to make it look good on the design. We adjust the handles, make sure it's suited, and let's go to nudge. Yeah, so nudge helps you achieve what your fingers cannot achieve. So we reduce the transparency of this. I already have shown you the transparency tool on our menu. So we can go to color again. We can make this text color dark. We can make it white. Then you could also increase the background or decrease the background to make it suited for the text. And design is a free will thing. You could make it suit your fancy, whatever makes you feel good. Let's go to nudge. We nudge it in place. We can also let's see what we can do with this. You can go to nudge for the background and reduce the size of this. So yeah, I think this is good. Let's adjust the font size. Oh, that's too big. So yeah, I guess this font size is cool, 33. Yeah, so let's nudge this down a little. Then what can we do for this? I guess we can make this background also cover that. Let's see, we duplicate that, or we can just click on it and stretch it. So we can pick this, make it okay, let's go here. Let's see, we can duplicate this, or okay, we can click on this, nudge it up a little bit so that we can click on the background, the darker background, duplicate it and nudge this back into place so that we can go to our lifted background and make the right adjustments to it. Okay, once you're done, you nudge it back into place. Remember, we had to make the position to go behind the text so it can highlight the text. So let's see, let's click on this once again and zoom in. So we click on that and raise the background so that it also highlights the text above. Then let's see what else we can do to studios. Let's make the font. Let's try out this font. I think okay, there's no bolding for this in the formatting, so let's go to nudge it up a little bit. So what else can we do to this? Let's pick that up, select that, and let's okay, let's center it. We see if we can find a better font for that. uh which font is more beautiful? Let's see. Okay, let's make the letter spacing 50, get it more, get the letters more clustered. Let's seek for a better font in among our font collections, and you just tap into the search bar, the font collections come up. We can choose a geometric font
Then we pick any of these fonts in our collections. Let's see if we can make our fonts more outstanding. I guess this font could be League's pattern. Yeah, I have a liking for League's pattern, but it seems it doesn't really suit perfectly here. You can redo and undo depending on what you have done. If you're satisfied with your design, you can leave it like that, or you can undo what you have just done by clicking the undo bar. So let's just click on this to export. Once you click on that, it pops up this save as, or share link, or send through Gmail. So you choose whichever action you want. We click on save as. We um, save just page one. So, or we save as PDF, or we save as PNG, depending on which one you want. So we could save just one as PNG, or you could save the whole document without having to select pages. You upload. Once uploaded, you can preview the pages. We can view all we have just designed. You can click into this. Let's go into this and make it a different title altogether. Let's zoom in that. Let's zoom into it and see. Let's make it discoveries. I think it's more suiting to the page. So let's go to nudge it up a little bit, reduce it through the handles, and nudge it to be to an appropriate position, and increase it through the handles. Let's see what we can achieve with this. You can lock the design, you can unlock the design, depending on, if you don't want it to shift due to any openings and closings, you can do that. Then for the spacing, let's make it 140. We could even make it 100, and see how it turns out. Then we can what else can we do to this? Let's view our pages and see. We have discoveries, we have numbers. I guess these numbers has to be just before, because it seems to contain the content, and tends to represent our team better, our magazine better. You can shift up pages by clicking, holding, and moving the pages where you want them to be. So we have this and this. We could just delete all of this, move to trash, go back to our design, because we'll have to save or export this again, thereby saving them into our photos, so we can later merge them with a PDF maker and have a full magazine. So we upload them to photos, click on upload, the upload. You come back to Canva once again. So let's check the pages again. We What I have to point out here is where you click to check the pages. Once again, you can click on any of the pages you want to transform, and you can edit any of the pages you want to transform. Click on this close to close down once you have chosen a page. So let's click on the numbers, and let's change that to contents. I think contents is better, because that's just the second page after the front page. So contents, we can go into this text box and change up a few things. Yeah,
a young girl redefining programming. Let's just make it look like that. So we can click on this and change up any of the contents we want to change up. You can adjust, you can type in new stuff, you could delete the heading, add a new heading, or adjust some of these headings. So this is the front page, this is the next page, and the next one. And let's see, you can click here anytime you want to save or export your designs as well. So we click there, we click on thumbnail view. Let's see what our thumbnails look like. This gives you an easy access to all your pages at once, so you could see their outlook and know if there's more to change, and also note if there's congruence between all the pages. So let's click on this and see if there's a better font, Montessori Light. And this font is quite notable in a lot of ways. We could, and this is the color, so I think it's good. It's same across the pages. Uniformity is one thing you want to look out for when you're making such designs as this. Your design has to be uniform across all the pages, and that's the advantage of having to check all the thumbnails of all the pages at once to make sure they are congruent. We can click on the down arrow to save, or you can click on the export arrow to export, and click on the save to choose options, whether it's as PDF, or you can download page by page, or choose a single page to download. You can download in JPG format, PNG format, and so far and so forth. Take note of transparent background and compressed file, lower quality. Take note of the save download settings. You can actually compress the quality, you can lower the quality of the page or the PDF you want to download. You can increase that. You can, it's just fluid all the way. This makes Canva one of the best amongst mobile graphics design apps. So you can preview all you have downloaded, remove anyone you don't want to keep or retain. You can go back to designs, change up a few things you might want to change up so you have a perfect design. Let's go to this. Let's see. Okay, I guess we just have to make let's download this once again, because we had the previous one not changed. Let's just download this again, the whole PDF again. Then let's go back to photos and let's see. Okay, yeah, yep, yep, yep. Okay, so we can go and click on all of these and delete them so that we don't have a confusion with our design. Let's go into Play Store and download the next app we're going to use to make our pictures into a PDF, because we're designing a magazine, so we have to make it into a PDF. So you can download this. I think this is my favorite. Image to PDF converter is my favorite. So once downloaded, you click on open, you go into the gallery, grant permissions, we preview or select all of the images in order of arrangement.
and once you're done, you can click on the done button, and it shows you the PDF sign just above. You can click on that PDF sign, and then it shows you this preview. You can go ahead to grant the name or put in the title of your PDF. Then you decide whether you have to compress it. You want to compress your PDF. No compression means no compression. Low compression, medium compression, or high compression. And you can play around with the password protection, the apply grayscale. You can choose any of these, play around with them, try them out, see the effects they create. You can go to your main storage now. We select a folder, pick the PDF, and choose the level of compression we desire on the PDF. It compresses it, and it's giving us 83% of compression. So let's go back to documents, go to the compressed folder, the compressed PDF file, preview it, and see how good it looks. Thank you for watching, and please be sure to look through the other tutorial videos on our website.